The Matrix Unveiled, A Journey Through Forbidden Knowledge, Part 5. Freemasonry and the Web of Secret Societies, Decoding the Hidden Forces Shaping Our World. Welcome to Positive Vortex. In this fifth installment of The Matrix Unveiled, we plunge into the enigmatic world of Freemasonry and its interconnected web of secret societies that have shaped world history and global power structures for centuries. From the all-seeing eye to the hexagram, from esoteric rituals to elite fraternities, secret societies have long maintained a veil of secrecy over their operations while embedding their philosophies into the frameworks of government, business, education, and culture. By exploring the origins, symbols, and influence of Freemasonry and its related societies, like the Saturnalian Brotherhood, Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO, Rosicrucians, and Jesuits, we uncover the threads that connect these groups to modern institutions. How have their symbols come to dominate global systems, and what role do their rituals play in consolidating power? This journey reveals not just their historical significance, but their ongoing efforts to shape the present and the future. The origins of Freemasonry, more than a fraternity. Freemasonry is often portrayed as a fraternity of like-minded individuals, a philanthropic organization focused on morality, brotherhood, and enlightenment. But beneath this public image lies a more complex and mysterious origin. Ancient roots. Freemasonry traces its symbolic and philosophical roots to the ancient mystery schools of Egypt, Babylon, and Greece, where sacred knowledge was transmitted through secret initiations. These ancient schools studied esotericism, astrology, alchemy, and the balance of cosmic energies, creating the foundational framework for many of the rituals and symbols that Freemasonry employs today. The term Freemason emerged in the Middle Ages to describe highly skilled stonemasons who worked on cathedrals, castles, and other sacred architecture. These craftsmen were believed to possess not only physical expertise, but also secret spiritual knowledge encoded into the designs of their structures. By the 17th century, the speculative form of Freemasonry, focused on philosophy and metaphysics rather than stonemasonry, had taken shape and spread across Europe. Transition to a secret society. With its transition into speculative Freemasonry, the organization became a network for influential individuals, scholars, politicians, financiers, and even royalty. Secret rituals and symbols became central to their identity, serving as a way to differentiate initiates from outsiders and to safeguard their growing power. By the 18th century, Freemasonry had become a powerful force, influencing political revolutions, religious reforms, and scientific advancements. Symbols of Freemasonry, the language of power. Symbols are at the core of Freemasonry. They convey hidden meanings, preserve esoteric teachings, and serve as a tool of communication for initiates. Many of these symbols are adapted from ancient mystical traditions, each holding profound spiritual, cosmic, and occult significance. The all-seeing eye. Perhaps the most recognized Masonic symbol, the all-seeing eye represents the watchful gaze of a higher power, often interpreted as divine providence. But within esoteric circles, it holds darker meanings. Esoteric meaning, in Freemasonry, the all-seeing eye is also associated with Lucifer, the light-bringer who grants knowledge. This symbol, depicted within a triangle, represents the elite's control over humanity, symbolizing their ability to surveil and manipulate the masses. Cultural spread. The all-seeing eye appears prominently on the US dollar bill, embedded within the pyramid to signify the Illuminati's influence over the financial system. It also appears in corporate logos, films, and religious architecture, subtly reminding society of the elite's dominion. The hexagram, a symbol of Saturn and power. Often mistaken for the Star of David, the hexagram predates Judaism and has deep occult significance. It is frequently used in Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, and other esoteric traditions. Connection to Saturn. The hexagram is linked to the worship of Saturn, a planet associated with time, control, and death. In ancient traditions, Saturn was revered as the Black Sun and considered a powerful cosmic force. Black magic. The hexagram is a key symbol in sacred geometry, used in black magic rituals to summon and control spirits. Its 6 points, 6 sides, and 6 internal angles connect it numerologically to 666, the number of the beast. Masonic usage. In Freemasonry, the hexagram is used in rituals and architecture to symbolize the balance between opposites, light and dark, male and female, spiritual and material. It represents the control of the material world through occult knowledge. The square and compass. One of Freemasonry's most iconic symbols, the square and compass, represents the dual forces of creation and the discipline required to achieve spiritual enlightenment. However, its deeper meaning ties into the elite's belief in shaping society through hidden knowledge. Cosmic duality. The compass represents spiritual energy, the heavens, while the square symbolizes the physical world, Earth. Together, they signify the balance of opposites, another recurring theme in Masonic philosophy. Connection to sacred geometry. The square and compass are also tools of sacred geometry, used to encode divine principles into architecture, art, and symbols. The Saturnalian Brotherhood, the cult of Saturn. The Saturnalian Brotherhood, also known as the Fraternitas Saturni, is one of Germany's most influential secret societies, dating back to 1926. Its teachings center on the worship of Saturn, which is considered the hidden god of the elites. Saturn as the Dark Lord. In occultism, Saturn is often associated with Kronos, the god of time, and Moloch, a deity that demands sacrifice. Saturn represents restriction, control, and the cyclical nature of life and death, qualities that are mirrored in the elite system of dominance. Sickle and hammer symbols. The Brotherhood's emblem includes a sickle, representing the harvesting of souls, and is tied to Saturn's role as a god of death. Rituals and Crowley's influence. The Brotherhood adopted many of Aleister Crowley's teachings, including Thelema, do what thou wilt, blending ceremonial magic with Saturnian worship. Ordo Templi Orientis, OTO. Crowley's dark legacy. The OTO, founded in 1895, represents a darker branch of occultism that combines Freemasonry with sexual magic, black magic, and ritualistic practices. Aleister Crowley, one of the most infamous occultists, played a major role in shaping its philosophy. Thelema and black magic. The OTO's rituals are built around Crowley's system of Thelema, which encourages followers to reject conventional morality and embrace their true will. This philosophy aligns with the elite's belief in dominating others through power and knowledge. Sexual magic. The OTO is infamous for its sexual rituals, which are believed to channel powerful energies and invoke supernatural forces. Members in power. High-profile members of the OTO included Jack Parsons, a NASA scientist and occultist, and L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, both of whom participated in rituals aimed at opening portals to other dimensions. Rituals, the glue that binds secret societies. Rituals are at the heart of every secret society, serving as a means to indoctrinate, control, and unify members. These ceremonies often involve blood sacrifices. Many rituals require symbolic or actual sacrifices to bind members to the group and invoke spiritual power. Oaths of silence. Members swear allegiance to the society and vow secrecy under penalty of death, ensuring their loyalty. Occult symbolism. Rituals often use pentagrams, hexagrams, and other symbols to channel energies and summon spirits. Greek fraternities and Jesuit influence. Greek fraternities and sororities, often seen as harmless college traditions, have deep ties to secret societies and Jesuit teachings. Jesuit origins. The Jesuits established liberal arts education in the West, embedding their spiritual exercises into universities. Fraternities drew heavily on these teachings, adopting secret rituals and hierarchical structures. Elite pipeline. Fraternities groom future leaders, with 80% of Fortune 500 CEOs and 40 of 47 Supreme Court justices having been members. The ultimate goal: control through knowledge. From Freemasonry to the Jesuits, these secret societies share a common goal: to dominate society through hidden knowledge, rituals, and symbols. By embedding their philosophies into global institutions, they seek to shape the future of humanity in alignment with their vision of a new world order. The question remains: how can humanity reclaim its freedom from these hidden forces? Only by recognizing their influence and understanding their symbols can we begin to unravel the matrix of control. Freemasonic rituals, unlocking the secrets of the world's oldest fraternal order. Freemasonry is often portrayed as a benevolent, philanthropic organization, a brotherhood dedicated to moral growth, charity, and mutual assistance. Yet, beneath this polished public image lies an intricate web of rituals, symbolism, and secrecy. Freemasonic rituals are not simply traditions passed down through centuries, they are deeply rooted in ancient mystery religions, occult practices, and esoteric philosophies. For centuries, Freemasonry has been tied to the world's elites, with members ranging from kings and presidents to corporate tycoons and cultural icons. But what truly happens behind closed doors? Why are Freemasonic rituals cloaked in such extreme secrecy, and what purpose do they serve? In this deep exploration, we will peel back the layers of Freemasonry to examine its rituals, oaths, and symbolism in detail. From the initiation process of new members to their occult practices revealed only to those in the highest degrees, this journey will uncover the hidden world of one of the most influential secret societies in history. The origins of Freemasonic rituals, ancient roots. Freemasonry did not emerge in a vacuum. Its rituals and philosophies trace their lineage back to the mystery schools of ancient Egypt, Babylon, Greece, and Rome. The teachings of these societies were centered on arcane knowledge, spiritual awakening, and the manipulation of natural forces through alchemy, sacred geometry, and ceremonial magic. Ancient Egyptian influence. The core of Freemasonry lies in the symbolism of ancient Egyptian mythology, particularly in the legend of Osiris, Isis, and Horus. The Freemasonic story of Hiram Abiff, a central figure in Masonic lore, mirrors the death, dismemberment, and resurrection of Osiris. In Freemasonry, Hiram Abiff is presented as the master architect of King Solomon's temple, a figure whose death and rebirth serve as a symbolic initiation for Freemasons. Sacred geometry and Solomon's temple. The construction of King Solomon's temple is not just a historical or biblical event for Freemasons, it is a metaphysical blueprint for understanding the universe. Freemasons believe that the temple's architecture contains hidden truths about the cosmos, encoded through geometry, numerology, and esoteric symbols like the compass and square. Greek and Roman mysteries. Freemasonry also draws from the Eleusinian mysteries of ancient Greece, where initiates underwent transformative rituals to experience symbolic death and rebirth. Similarly, Roman Mithraic cults focused on rites of purification, sacrifice, and allegiance to higher powers. The ritual structure of Freemasonry. Freemasonic rituals are highly structured and scripted, resembling theatrical performances designed to impart moral and esoteric lessons. Each degree within Freemasonry represents a stage of spiritual and philosophical enlightenment, culminating in the 33rd degree, where the deepest secrets are revealed. The first 3 degrees, the Blue Lodge. The first 3 degrees, Entered Apprentice, Fellowcraft, and Master Mason, are collectively known as the Blue Lodge and form the foundation of Freemasonry. These degrees focus on the symbolic death and rebirth of the initiate, representing the journey from ignorance to enlightenment. 1. Entered Apprentice, First Degree. The candidate is blindfolded, symbolizing ignorance, bound with a rope, representing submission, and led into the lodge by a handler. The initiate must take an oath of secrecy, promising never to reveal the society's secrets under penalty of having their throat cut and their tongue torn out. Symbolism. The blindfold represents the darkness of ignorance, while the rope symbolizes the initiate's willingness to be led toward enlightenment. 2. Fellowcraft, Second Degree. The initiate learns about the significance of sacred geometry, the symbolism of Solomon's temple, and the hidden forces of nature. The Fellowcraft ritual involves additional oaths, including the penalty of having the heart torn out and thrown to the wild beasts if the initiate betrays the order. Symbolism. This degree focuses on intellectual and spiritual development, symbolized by the building of the spiritual temples within oneself. 3. Master Mason, Third Degree. The most dramatic and significant of the Blue Lodge degrees, the Master Mason initiation reenacts the death and resurrection of Hiram Abiff, the legendary architect of Solomon's Temple. The candidate symbolically dies and is reborn as a full Mason, now entrusted with deeper secrets. Symbolism: the death of Hiram Abiff represents the destruction of the ego, while his resurrection symbolizes the attainment of higher consciousness. The higher degrees, Scottish Rite and York Rite. Beyond the Blue Lodge, Freemasonry branches into additional systems, such as the Scottish Rite, which includes 33 degrees, and the York Rite. These higher degrees delve into advanced esoteric teachings, occult philosophies, and allegorical rituals. The 30th degree. Known as the Night Kardosh, this degree involves a mock ritual in which candidates symbolically stab skulls, representing their mastery over death and their allegiance to the order. The 33rd degree. The highest degree in Freemasonry, reserved for the elite. This degree reveals the true philosophical and spiritual foundation of Freemasonry, including its ties to the Luciferian ideology. Initiates partake in rituals such as drinking wine from a human skull, symbolizing their acceptance of the order's power and their willingness to transcend human morality. Dark secrets of Freemasonic rituals. Freemasonic rituals are often criticized for their dark and sinister undertones, including elements of occultism, black magic, and symbolic violence. Critics argue that these rituals are not merely symbolic but are intended to condition and control members. Blood oaths and penalties. Freemasonic oaths often involve graphic and violent penalties for betrayal. These penalties are designed to instill fear and ensure loyalty. Oaths of secrecy. Members swear to protect the order's secrets under penalties such as throat slashing, disembowelment, and decapitation. While some Freemasons claim these penalties are symbolic, historical accounts suggest they have been enforced in extreme cases. Sodomy and submission. Several accounts from whistleblowers and former Freemasons describe sodomy rituals used in higher degrees. These rituals are believed to break down the initiate's ego and create a submissive psychological state. In occult practices, such rituals are thought to transfer the spiritual essence of the master to the initiate. Aleister Crowley and sodomy. Occultist Aleister Crowley, who was closely associated with Freemasonry, wrote extensively about the use of sodomy rituals to achieve spiritual possession and enlightenment. Mock sacrifices. Freemasonic rituals often simulate human sacrifice, particularly in higher degrees. These ceremonies are symbolic of the initiate's willingness to sacrifice their individuality and submit to the collective will of the order. Stabbing skulls. In some rituals, candidates stab skulls as a demonstration of their power over death and their allegiance to the order. Drinking from human skulls. In the 33rd degree, initiates drink wine from a human skull. This practice, while shocking, has historical roots in ancient warrior societies and mystery schools, where the skull was seen as a vessel of spiritual power. Freemasonry's influence on global power structures. Freemasonry is not merely a fraternal organization, it is a network of influence that extends into the highest echelons of power. Many world leaders, corporate executives, and cultural icons are Freemasons, using their connections within the order to advance their agendas. Political influence. Freemasons have played pivotal roles in shaping government and revolutions, from the American Revolution to the establishment of the United Nations. Corporate power. Freemasons dominate industries such as finance, media, and entertainment, ensuring their control over public perception and societal norms. Occult agenda. Critics argue that Freemasonry's rituals and philosophies align with a broader Luciferian agenda to establish a new world order. Freemasonry and the occult, a deeper connection. Freemasonry is deeply intertwined with occultism, drawing from ancient mystery religions, alchemy, and black magic. The all-seeing eye. A central symbol in Freemasonry, representing the eye of providence or the omnipresent gaze of the great architect. Critics argue that it symbolizes surveillance and control. Sacred geometry. Freemasons use symbols like the compass, square, and pentagram to encode esoteric knowledge about the universe. Luciferian philosophy. High-ranking Freemasons often revere Lucifer as a symbol of enlightenment and rebellion against tyranny, aligning their philosophy with ancient Gnostic teachings. The hidden world of Freemasonry. Freemasonic rituals are far more than mere traditions. They are profound, symbolic acts that shape the beliefs and behaviors of their members. Whether viewed as a benevolent brotherhood or a sinister occult order, Freemasonry's influence on global power structures cannot be denied. Its rituals, oaths, and philosophies continue to raise questions about the true nature of this secretive society and its role in shaping our world. What do you think lies at the heart of Freemasonry, enlightenment or control? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. But one thing is certain, the secrets of Freemasonry continue to captivate and intrigue, offering a glimpse into the hidden forces that shape our reality. Thank you for joining me on this deep exploration of the Matrix Unveiled, Part 5, Freemasonry and the Web of Secret Societies. As we've uncovered, the intricate network of rituals, symbols, and hidden knowledge has shaped global power structures and continues to influence the modern world in ways that often go unnoticed. Together, we are pulling back the curtain on these secretive forces to better understand their impact and uncover the truth. If you found this video valuable and insightful, please take a moment to click the thanks button below to support the channel. Your support helps me continue creating content that dives deep into the hidden layers of reality. You can also join the channel to become part of our growing Positive Vortex community and gain access to exclusive content. Be sure to check the links in the description for Book of Wisdom 1 and 2. These incredible resources are crafted to deepen your understanding of esoteric knowledge and elevate your spiritual journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Positive Vortex so you won't miss Part 6, where we'll dive even deeper into the mysteries of secret societies, ancient symbols, and the hidden forces shaping our reality. Until next time, stay curious, stay mindful, and stay positive. See you in the next video.